Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Strategic Command World War I Empires in Turmoil, the Shadow of the Tsar scenario versus Balthazor Strategic Arcana. Our rematch, we're playing the whites and he's playing the reds this time. We're trying to reproduce his victory so we don't get entirely humiliated, or we're just trying our best, having a great time. Anyways, this is the 5th of our turn, so we should be in spring of 1919. And last turn we took Tsaritsyn / later Stalingrad, which was a fighting spirit boost, and yeah, the enemy outed himself basically, putting his main effort in the Ural. So let's see, we retreated over there and tried to hold the line as long as we can whilst progressing at other fronts. Let's see what we can do and what the enemy did in his turn. Okay, nice. Oh, I was really worried about this one. Oh, then we can actually catch up here up to the HP. Wow, this is impressive. A little bit threatening. Ooh, whoa. That's insane how much troops there move up towards. Okay, I think we've got to push on other fronts since this... Oh, wow! Didn't expect the Don division here to actually survive this attack. Wow, that's impressive. And yeah, the Royal Navy is taking good care of the enemy ships. That's great. Pushing here into southern Estonia. Oh, damn. Alright, yeah. Ufa Corps Rifleman Division, we lost Kiev, we lost a little bit here in the Ural. Yeah, the Ural is really worrisome. Yeah, they're taking the plunder. I was, for a short time, I was thinking that we might be able to keep Kiev for a little bit longer. Okay, we've got here, the British should withdraw from northern Russia by October 19. British government has agreed to keep the Royal Navy in Arctic waters as a way to ensure the flow of military supplies to the Whites. However, using British ground forces in northern Russia poses a problem, as public opinion does not favor continued British involvement there. If we keep British land forces in northern Russia after October 1919, our fighting spirit will fall as opposition to intervention will rise. It's therefore recommended that we begin preparing to withdraw all British forces from northern Russia immediately. Please note that if you wish to retain these forces in the field, it is advised that you redeploy them to Crimea or the Caucasus south of Grozny, where the use will be less controversial. Yes, that's what we have been preparing already, so no worries from this side. Let's do that. Okay, sorry if you guys, my phone was ringing. Hope you didn't hear this one too much. Got quickly distracted. What is up here? Your leaders are pitiful, isolated individuals. Whew, they are bankrupt. Go where they belong now, into the dustbin of history. Trotsky. Oh wow, well informed here. Whew, this is a massive force that comes in here. That's crazy. I think we almost have to force march a couple of these guys here into position. Good that we treated so rigorously. But let's as always start with in the north there, before we do anything else. And yes, as we said, I think I'm gonna transfer, and these ships could remain, but who cares actually. I think I'm gonna go... We don't have the MPP for the Brits to actually do it. Or was it the... supply? I don't know, we just see that's why we're keeping the another tier. Maybe it's, let's do the forces actually first here. And bring here the troops to Crimea that we've been transporting so far. So actually we can get rid of this southern, or not get rid, we can use this southern white division basically to use it somewhere else. Going off Crimea, this is the main advantage in my opinion, since the British still won't be too much in battle, I think. We've got the northern whites 52. Yeah, we should probably reinforce. The enemy was here, right? That's definitely the case, so... Gonna dig in here with the Americans. And these boys here in Chenkursk, I think, can do the same. Let's do it just over here too. Yeah, the main question is where we gonna continue with our HQ, or where the main push will be of the enemy if he's coming. I think for the moment we can keep them here. Let's upgrade the HQ first and then bring them to strength, and then we shall see how we continue from here, I think. In the end, our options are not that big. Maybe we should go here, take Repola at least. Yeah, interesting that he placed like this so much further up. I mean, I allowed him to go down so easily until here to Lake Ladoga. This was probably a mistake, considering that it doesn't take too much effort to basically secure the area. But okay. This is actually the saddest part for me right now, or like what surprised me the most is here Tartu. That the enemy managed to get here now back was a little bit unexpected, to be honest. Whoa. Also the north seems to be supplied quite well actually with strong forces. These boys here at 10. Yeah, but we need to siege Riga, I guess. Yeah, we gotta do this. This is a really extremely not so nice situation over here actually, but shall we allow them to take the train line here? Otherwise they just get in our backs and they can punish us here anyways, right? At bad supply, so I feel like I have to retreat these boys here. And I have no option to basically... Yeah, I'm starting this little siege over here. Supported by... Okay. Oh. Wow. Surprised that the enemy didn't manage to get here out of the Gulf of Finland actually, but amazing, the capital ships are down, that's great. I wanted to kind of blockade over here, and I think I still should, but I think there is no other ship remaining basically from the enemy, so I think I can happily do this and just put the CL, even though the Cassandra light cruiser here, to block off a bit. Now let's see if we get Riga down quickly enough so we can take this. This would be awesome. Daugavpil is still manned by a core. Okay. Let's quickly seize Baranovici here. And yeah, let's see where we go next. Oh, by the way, this was a little bit rushed over here. Now we still need to retreat, right? Yeah, I can't really afford losses on low supply with the Estonians, in my opinion. So actually I think I'm going... yeah, it's sad, but I have to... I'm positioning myself more defensively now. It needs to be done. Yeah, from here, if I would have loved to also cut off the core here in Tartu, but yeah, when the troops are here, what can we do? We don't have the strength right now to really fight this. Northwestern Whites have 144 MPP though, let's see. Could get into infantry warfare or just buy another division, of course. And I think I'm gonna go actually for another division, since... yeah, as you see, we have a HQ here. We need some more boots on the ground just to hold the line or overstretch the enemy, and that's the cheapest one we can get quickly. So let's do it. August, yeah. Another division in August for us, and let's see if this helps. Okay, getting down here to the Poles, where we took out the Western Ukrainians last turn. Let's Zelensky here. I mean, I would like to support the Ukrainians here to retake Kiev, of course. Therefore, let's move the HQ in this area here. Yeah, the question is, I mean, the main target for them is to retake Kiev now, help the Ukrainians, and also go on Minsk. So, I think this blue army, or that came from Silesia or somewhere, is fully going here, these 3 corps. And I think I'm actually also supporting them with the artillery, because I think it's going to be more useful after we saw already the enemy was digging in next to Minsk. Question is if I'm also sending, I think the Kaf is staying here. Just simply because it seems to be, yeah, in Ukraine cavalry is more useful, I think. Basically, I think I'm sending all these troops here to the east. Oh, there's no core with them. Do we need the tanks in Minsk? That's the main question. I think here also in the plains and the terrain that seems to favor tanks more, so I think yeah. I think I'm keeping this army down here, yep. And having their march basically in Minsk. I think we're getting a second Polish HQ very soon. We should be getting one. Bring these boys here. Gather around Zhytomyr. I think I'm gonna reinforce Zhytomyr also. These boys can move eastwards. Yeah, with the reinforcements, let's wait maybe for a sec until we do the rest of the south before we reinforce the Ukrainians. And it's like, but this one should be mandatory almost. But let's see what's going on over here. I think the Herovites must have dissolved. Okay, here Alexandrovsk, that's nice. Let's secure this one. It's kind of a really hardcore retreat here from the south. Yeah, but you have to consider all the troops that are rushing into the Ural. So yeah, over here let's seize Nikolaev. Yes. Using the cavalry here over here for reconnaissance. That's kind of crazy weak, actually. Also here, this division is kind of... wow. Yeah, oh, this... I think that... this is interesting. Okay, we should keep our units here that we might blast through this, and to be honest... pushing towards Kharkov. We can only attack the left-hand unit here properly, and this one. Now I'm gonna use here the prepared attack with the Cav if we have these good odds already. Let's see how it's we have here Tsadonskaya rating 5 and Denikins rating 6. I think it's time to... put them all under the better command. Basically, he's just... okay, Tsadonskaya is at the moment just important for the Air Force, basically, but it's okay. Let's do this. Let's get another little bit of reconnaissance over here. Yeah, I mean, this is not strong. I would love to crush these guys. Maybe I'll... also attack here Juliapole. Wow, I think I'm gonna go for the HQ actually with our cavalry, whilst taking out this division and therefore basically threatening them to encircle them. That's the idea. Yep. Sad, unnecessary high losses. Let's use maybe just the division here. Then let's increase the pressure here too. Lovely. And that's it in terms of strikes. I have these, yeah, but I think I'm going for the HQ actually. Oh! It's not so... Shall we try to encircle them here also for bad supply or anything? Seems logically, right? Okay, and here we... That's actually nice that we managed to save the Don division here. Yeah, here attacking these guys or Juliapole instead. I think rather the... more value. How about the supply for ourselves? I mean, he will retreat anyways, and I don't want to have too much of a forward position, maybe. A very tough decision. No, actually, let's increase the pressure here. There shouldn't be too many troops for the enemy around. I mean, this is still open, this road, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Nice. Yeah, the enemy. I think good that we had the cavalry around to get some reconnaissance because, yeah, I mean, I saw the sheer amount of troops in the east that indicates that there's a lack somewhere else. Nevertheless, makes me kind of happy. Move up, maybe. Yes, we will do. Okay, and I hope next turn we can take Kirivrik also back, so then we should have all the 3 mines of Ukraine again back in our hands. And then, I mean, even Kharkov is kind of in close range right now. Very beautiful. So much about here the western part. This is going well. Then here, okay, we've got the problem with these boys. That shouldn't... They're still trying to hunt them down for sure. Have one strength basically. Oh damn it. Come on. Then partisans here move up. Let's see if Saratov is manned. Yep, it is. Same with Borisovlyansk. Yes, it is. Wow, he even brought, like, he went an extremely radical approach. He took just this, even the naval infantry from St. Petersburg, I guess, to block off things over here. Yeah, it leads me to question where we're gonna continue with these boys, actually. I mean, in the end, it's one of these directions, right? Taking out the train line. I would go for the western part here. Shall we? I think the Don Cossacks going here for Borisovlyansk or Sarat. I mean, they have to do something. Over here they seem to be wasted. There's basically empty lands. I mean, the advantage is to basically take this train and traffic hub, I guess. To some extent. They would cut off these boys here that can't be operated anywhere. Yeah. I think that's the way to go. Then we're gonna move redirect these boys in this direction. And also this division is gonna move in over here. And these guys, yeah, will be used defensively somewhere in the area. Very nice. Do we find the enemy warship? Nope. Somewhere around. Yeah, and over here I think I'm going for this attack, yeah. Not nice. Yeah, it would be nice to take Uralsk, I think, for the supply and for annoying him. Let's check if Aktubinsk is defended or not. No, it's not. Let's just seize it quickly. I don't know if Orenburg is defended. That's a good question. And let's see how we can prolong somehow, or with which measures we can lengthen here our defense in the east. I guess Perm. Can also okay, you have to retreat as far as possible, obviously. Is Perm relevant? You can also just retreat here to Kungur. I think so. Now we have to rather slow it down as much as possible and I mean, they're entrenched here, we have good supply. If they, I mean, they can take time to starve us out, but this will slow down the entire approach. So... No, I think I'll have to first corps actually hold the line here and like slow them down, because the cause won't be won. With this amount of troops, there's no chance that with our limited resources of the Ural Whites we can withstand them. So the target is to slow their inevitable destruction or surrender down as far as possible and make use of the long supply lines, the terrain and so forth. Cities do have a defensive bonus, right, in World War I? Oh yeah, they do. And this slows them down. Yeah, they have bad supply over here. Yeah, I'm gonna here have them hold the line. That's definitely the case. Then I'm going to retreat here to Kungur. Also, yeah, I mean, they probably won't stand the attacks. Probably not. But they will defend at high supply, so we can also buy them back if necessary. Let's... Gonna bring these guys here. Yeah, here's also no reason in defending here, I guess. We can immediately go towards Chadlusk. And then this corps I'll move. Probably also to the northern perimeter is more important over here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. God. My grandmother came in. I can't cut right now. Greetings from her to the internet, I guess. Yeah, damn it. Today I'm getting interrupted too often. Yeah, well, this is the stance I choose. Yeah, Perm will get crushed probably even next term, but it will be costly. I'm almost considering this attack, to be honest, to make use of our prepared situation over here. But it will, yeah, maybe this makes a difference if we can withstand the attacks next turn or not of the enemy. So, nope. These guys won't starve, hopefully. Yeah, now we've got just basically MPP to fire out, which is beautiful. Starting with the Poles. We have 165. Is there... We still have to reinforce also, of course. But we will get also some... June, next turn we're getting the next HQ. That's brilliant. We're doing what kind of research for the Poles? Yeah, we haven't done anything over here, right? So... It's about time, actually. Let's start with infantry and the command will follow. The rest of the MPP I'll save. Or logistics. No, I'll save up for the moment. Next turn and command and control, presumably. And then reinforcements. And we've got to buy new troops maybe for the Poles. That's the idea. Okie dokie. Then we get to the Southern Whites, where we're already at... No, we're not at the limit. We're not at the limit. We can still... I was talking about it last time. Tempted to get... What was it? Double shit something over here, or even production. Yeah, all interesting points, but at the same time... now we're having the time to maneuver and attack, right? Because the enemy is in the east with most of its troops. And this will change, but I want to keep this momentum up as long as possible. So again, we need boots in the ground quickly. And strong boots. I think this is still the best idea for us in October is to get these, or armored cars. Also very... A division and an armored car. We're getting one armored car, I think, by event or by default, but they can be pretty good for us. Also with the mobility, with the spotting and so forth. I mean, we have all the CAF too. Also, of course, always an option. And we also want to reinforce. Because, before I buy too much, let's consider reinforcing the Ukrainians over here. Yes, at the front lines. 25. That's exactly the core. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, guys, I'm just reinforcing Shitomir here. Yeah, the rest will follow, and we'll get the core out. It makes sense. I want to just have the punch. The 5th army is also incoming, guys, and let's do it. Arriving in October, so we have 2 cores in the pipeline here. That's good. Nice, we're getting extra cavalry. Yeah, I mean, we have so many Cossacks. Yeah, it's of course tempting to get even more, but we need the punch if we want to take out strong points, I guess. And the further we move up, I expect more battles. Or at some point we also have to defend, so this is the case over here. And with the Ural Whites, yeah, I will just invest in here, just buying back the core 100%, since, yeah, we could of course go into research, but since I don't doubt that any research will really finish before they will be finished off. I mean, we have the double shit in infantry weapons, let's see. And now it's just the time to buy as much as possible to slow them down and, yeah, try to use the terrain and grind them down, or have a good defensive stand, I guess. Dustbin of history, yeah. Most things are good. We used all of our MPPs, basically. Yeah, we're moving into new positions. This is really annoying or worrisome here in Estonia, but... Maybe, I hope this was the correct move to... Yeah, we can't find fights in positions that don't favor us at all. So in this case, I really don't want to lose troops with supply under 5, so I can, worst case, buy them back. And yeah, I mean, in the end, the Northwestern Whites have some punch if they can unfold, but in the end, we'll need to wait, and they get stronger over time. I hope we can't have them just die off. I mean, the main efforts have to be carried anyways here by the Southerners. And so far, I mean, the resistance is marginal, but we're doing kind of well. I hope next term it's gonna be Astrakhan. And yeah, then we have kind of a lot of free space. Let's see where the enemy is gonna take a stand here in Kharkov and Kiev area. Interesting times. Okay, guys, let's finish off quickly together. And yep. See where we're going with this one. Polish invasion rallies the people of Russia. What? A British division here? I thought we have to get them out. Nice infantry weapons for the northern whites, right? And that's it. Okay guys, thanks for watching. As always, let me know down in the comments what you think, what you have in mind, what you want to tell me, or what ideas, but consider we are already definitely ahead, like 6 or 7 turns in when this one releases, so your strategic or tactical, more like tactical recommendations cannot be considered, all of them. However, strategic ideas or midterm ideas, definitely. Or just comment what you think. Please don't spoiler us, since don't want to look at each other's games and don't want to abuse your knowledge that you're bringing in. So thanks for no spoiler, and of course, if you haven't yet, it would be simply fantastic if leave both me and Balthazor like and subscription to support our channels a bit, help us out and make us happy. Thank you for your support, and then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode when we continue with it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.